Have you ever had a friend turn their back on you, or be treacherous in the sense that they will stab you in the back? Have you ever had a friend that you thought was your friend and then found out quickly by the way they acted or said something to someone else that they were actually not your friend? Well, we've been going through this series on Sunday nights, Better Than One, talking about how God designed us to have friends, but unfortunately, there are going to be bad friends. There are going to be friends who you can't trust, who talk bad about you behind your back, blah, 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 all the different listings you could do. Well, David had this happen, and he writes a psalm about it. And this morning, I was reading in my devotions and came across Psalm 55. And literally the whole chapter is about his complaint, not complaining, but his praying to the Lord about what his friends are doing, what his friend is doing. So he says, "Give ear to my prayer, O God, and do not hide yourself from my supplication. Attend to me and hear me. I am restless in my complaint and moan noisily because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked. For they bring down trouble upon me, and in wrath they hate me." So then he continues on, and he goes and goes and goes about what is being done to him, what's going on, all this different stuff that his friends are attacking him, and now he's calling them the enemy, and he's asking God to take them down and to deal with them, and all the different things he's asking. But then you kind of get to the end of the chapter, and you're like, "Well, geez, David, I mean, good night, dude. Like, just chill out. Let's relax a little bit." But he gets to verse 22, and not that anything else is wrong with the chapter, but this verse is like a little nugget of truth found in this passage that just popped out to me. So he comes in verse 22, and he says, "Cast your burden on the Lord, and he shall sustain you. He shall never permit the righteous to be moved." Then he goes on to say, "But you, O God, shall bring them down to the pit of destruction. Bloodthirsty and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in you." So you have this nugget of wisdom that says, listen, cast your burdens on the Lord. It doesn't matter if it's a friend who has been treacherous, they've gone behind you and they've talked bad about you. It doesn't matter if it's a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It doesn't matter if it's a parent. It doesn't matter if it's an adult or a teacher. It doesn't matter what is going on. Verse 22 still applies. Cast your burden on the Lord, and he shall sustain you. But there's a cause and effect. My cause is to cast it on the Lord, and then I shall be sustained by him. I cannot be sustained by him unless I cast it on him. So the issue here is not whether or not you have a burden, because you probably do, and most of us do. The question becomes, or the challenge for today is, are you going to cast that on the Lord? Are you going to give it to him? Or are you going to keep trying to figure it out yourself? Are you going to keep trying to make sure you know what to do and how to handle it and all those different things? So I challenge you today, cast your burden on the Lord, and he shall sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved if you cast your burden on the Lord. Today's teen of the day is Josh, so make sure you pray for him today. Pray that he has a good day, has a good time in God's word, and a good time in school, gets good grades and all that good stuff. All right? Have a good day.